Hey, what's up you guys, it's Skylar. Welcome back to my channel. I am someone who enjoys creating videos, enjoys watching videos, enjoys gaming, enjoys drawing, enjoys reading, enjoys journaling. So yes, a lot of interest. So that's why I want to have an area in my room that allows me to do all of that. So that's why my desk setup is very important. I want it to be cater towards my needs. So yeah, without further ado, let's hop into this long overdue desk setup video. Okay, so let's start with the big boys. Firstly, my desk. This is a 18 centimeter to 180 centimeter standing desk by Fonte. It is a Chinese brand, if I remember correctly. And basically, whenever I'm done with like meals and I go back to my room, usually I'm back to my desk doing whatever. So sometimes when I'm full, I don't want to work and sit on a full stomach. That's when this table comes to the rescue. I'll have it rise up so I'll be able to stand and do whatever that I'm doing and also feel comfortable on my belly so I don't like pressure it. So yeah, a standing desk, very practical, and I'm really glad that I got it. Next up is the chair. I don't know what brand it is. It is just a chair that I got from my mom's office because it was just an idle chair sitting there. So I was like, can I have it? And she's like, yeah, why not? So yeah, a chair with a headrest, so I could basically, it's a very comfortable office chair. It's not a gaming chair, it's just an average office chair, but it works well for what I need it to be. So yeah, I can lean down and hip hip hooray. Next up, the PC area. I have to say that this is the area that took the most effort because I use both the Windows system and the Apple system. So I want to be able to switch in between systems easily instead of having to have a laptop here and also a PC here. It just takes up too much space. So yes, I work dual system. This is why this took so much time to set up. Firstly, let's start with my laptop. I have a 2021 14-inch MacBook Pro. I use my laptop mainly for video work. And here's my PC over here with a white case, and I have the lights in white. Hopefully I remembered all the specs correctly. Let's start with the motherboard. It's a Z690 if I remember correctly, and then my CPU, it's 12400F CPU i5 if I remember correctly. Next up is my RAM, 64 gigs of RAM. Thank God I bought these RAMs years ago. And then finally moving on is my graphics card, which is a MSI, I think, 3080 graphics card. So I mainly use my PC for gaming. So those two computers, they share different purposes. The screen I have here, I have a dual screen setup. The screen on my left is an old screen. It's an Acer screen, a very cheap 3000 NTD dollars, 24-inch screen. So it's very cheap, a very basic screen that I got when I first when I first built my computer. I didn't want to use anything too expensive because I already spent so much on the graphics card. So I started with something very simple. But then after a while, I started using DaVinci Resolve to edit my videos, and I realized I really need to have a bigger screen because using DaVinci Resolve on a 14-inch screen is just not possible. It was horrible. So I bought a Asus ProArt 32-inch for both of my PC and my laptop over here. So hopefully in the future I can upgrade my 24-inch screen to a 32 or 27-inch one. But so far, a big screen here is more than enough. And next up, I have a keyboard and a mouse. The keyboard is a Keychron K8 and the mouse is an MX Master 4 mouse. The screens and my mouse and also my keyboard are shared in between my MacBook Pro and also my PC. So I can switch in between them very easily. So whenever I want to game, I just switch the settings on my keyboard and on my mouse to my PC. And then if I want to edit videos, I switch them over to my laptop. So they work perfectly. As a tech noob, having everything set up like this was not easy. I had to do a lot of research, and because not a lot of people do this, at least on the YouTube videos that I looked up. So I'm very glad that I was able to figure everything out, and I'm very, very, very proud of myself. Lastly, a BenQ screen bar right up here. When I first bought my desk, one thing I knew for sure is that I didn't want a lamp taking up space. So that's why I ended up picking up a screen bar, and it's just perfect. You know, the light is just on my desk very evenly. If I have my lamp here or my lamp here, one of my hands or whatever is going to block the light source. And also I have a studio light right here. It's a Godox light, so without the need of a lamp, I can still have everything lit up, you know, very evenly and perfectly. Okay, finally, let's move to the more of the little things on my desk. I think I can divide it into 3 areas. So let's start with the first area here to my left. It's basically the pen holder and book area. I have all the books that I want to be within reach placed over here, and I switch them out pretty regularly. Just depends on what I want to read and what I need. And there's tape and pencil holder and pencil sharpener. And also I have a little tripod there to hold my camera. So if I want to have my camera here, because most of the time I want to film from this angle, that's why I have a tripod set up over there. Okay, moving on to the center area, which is one of the areas that I love a lot. Firstly, on the left is my charger for my phone. So you could just, it's a MagSafe with a wooden holder. As you guys can probably tell, I'm really into dark colored wood, so whenever I want to charge my phone, I can just slap it on there. And there's a lighter here and some incense here. Every time I want to focus, everything is just right here: the lighter, my incense, and my cute calcifer incense holder. And in the front of me is a mug. What's that called? The thing that I place my mug on. It's also shaped as calcifer. I got it in Japan, so when I drink coffee or whatever, where I don't want to mess up the mat here, I could use it. And just some little cute things. There's Diddle from Pocopia and Xiaoye, which is a Pop Mart character that I fell in love with recently. They're all right here. And then there's some Pokemon, and there's my dog, and there's Snoopy right here. And there's this little Mount Fuji right here. And to the back you could see it is my speaker. So it is also connected to both my PC system and also my Apple system via Bluetooth. So whenever I want to use it, just switch them around, which is pretty easy. And to my left is my portable printer, because I journal a lot, and when I journal, I like printing out pictures. So it's just right here. And on the bottom is the knob for my screen bar. I can turn it on, turn it off, adjust the warmth of the light and the strength of the light. It's all right here. And also this little thing here is where I place my SD cards. Just gotta keep them safe, and because as a content creator, it's never good to lose your SD cards. You gotta keep them very safe. The first thing here is a external hard drive, which I have a lot of my files in there. And then is a hub where I have connected it to my laptop, so it's easier for me to, you know, connect to my hard drives, connect to my SD cards, and etc. And finally, there's a, you know, laptop holder. And on my desk, you could see just a gray mouse mat. I have not found a colorful or one with picture that actually calls to me, so I'm keeping everything super simple here. And finally is my PC case. It is magnetic, so I have like pictures and, you know, just whatever magnets, cute magnets from travels, everything. It's all here. And to the furthest left is my mic. I use it for, you know, gaming videos and for streaming. So yeah, that's everything that I have on my desk. And there's also a webcam from Logitech all the way up here, so, you know, for streaming and stuff. And yeah, as someone who loves gaming, who loves to edit videos, who loves reading, and just have too much interest, being able to have a desk like this that, you know, satisfy the different sides of me is super important. And I'm very glad that at the time of filming this video, I'm very, very proud of how this desk turned out, and very, very satisfied with just everything that is on here. So yeah, that's about it for my desk setup. If you guys are interested in anything, or if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'd love to answer all of your questions. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my desk setup. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you are, and I'll see you guys very soon in another new video. Until next time, bye. Is it being reckless if I'm a little selfish?